And then I say, no, I'm not going to spoil my family, my kids. Not going to lose my kids just because one little arguments. That's how everybody should do. And I'm very proud now. I keep with my husband. I keep my family together.
Well,
And I just enjoy my grandchildren now. And it's so beautiful.
how was it in the beginning, though, in Milanda? Bez Liga?
In Milanda.
Yeah.
No, after we get married, we stay
Where did you get married?
in Bowen with a Greek father, but in an English church.
A Greek priest, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Greek priest, but English church. And then when we get married, we stay only one night in the hotel, and then I go back home. We just start getting ready, what we're going to do, where we're going to go, where we're going to live. I was ready to go to Melbourne, where he's working, to get his job back, and I start building factory for making dresses and men's shirts. But my brothers had different ideas. They just started talk to my husband to make us go to Milanda to replace my older brother.
Zach.
No. Oh, Zacharias. Zach.
I said Zach.
Yeah, okay. And then, if you want to go and everybody says good idea and this and that, I say, okay, change my mind. I go with it. Because Theohari say, you go there with your husband, start working. My brother offered us to go there and learn the job and leave the shop. And then he come to Sydney, check up if he like it. He got 4 kids then. And then we want him to come to Sydney then to get his kids. Because there was nothing there.
Is that why he went to Sydney?
Yeah.
For the kids?
We're making him live because he was come from Egypt, he start working, he make a family, never move anywhere. He didn't know nothing about the world. But after we decide, all brothers and sisters, we have to make Zach leave Milanda. The only one, my brother Chuck, he don't want to go. No one has to go.
Wait, you want to go back to Milanda?
Back to Milanda, yes. And then all they decided I have to go with George, with my husband. And then, all right, we're going then.
Can I just ask, what was George doing in Melbourne? What was his job in Melbourne?
He was a waiter.
Uh-huh.
He was very good waiter. They love him very much. Even if he was new in Australia, he had a good friends. He was very good. Yeah. Anyway, I tell you, his boss don't like him to get married because he want him to stay with him. So what I was saying?
It was decided that you have to go back to
Yeah,
Milanda.
and we went there. And then we stayed there for 3 months with my brother and my sister-in-law and the kids.
Their names?
Zach and Pelagia, and the 4 kids. Helen, Stella, Michael, and Nick. All right? And then we work in Thames with my sister, washing, ironing, cleaning, doing, and then sometime working in the shop. One week I work in, my other week my sister working there. Anyway, no, this is before. No, this is not. I stay with George working in the shop to give him chance to learn him because I know all the trade before. Anyway, in 3 months' time, my brother, he just say, you're right, yeah, I'm going to just go and take over.
Just a moment, because you got a little bit confused then, where was Tia Maria actually at this time?
No, it wasn't. Tia Maria was in Bowen with my other
All right,
brother.
Now continue. Okay.
Yeah, I married and I went with my husband
Okay.
to Milanda.
That's
What I was going to say now. Anyway, I started working. My brother left after 3 months.
His name?
Zach, with his family, to come to Sydney and check if he like it, and if he didn't like it, he come back and take over again. But when he come to Sydney, he like it. He bought a house and he settled there. But before he leave, he give us the shop and say, if you like it and you're going to stay, and I stay down there, you're going to pay me so much rent every month, and you're going to pay me all the money I renting you. And then we start working. The first week, the takings was $80 1 week, 80 pounds. Then we have to pay rent, we have to look after ourselves, we have to do everything. We start working very hard to build up the business. Even if we didn't know much English, we started learning. Anyway, my husband, he said, after $8, what you making more, I give it to you. Okay. 5 days the first week, $10. After that, another $5.
Pounds.
Another £5. As much as he's going up, he give me money. He give me money and saving that money all. Oh, sorry. Well, we built up the business Arki up to 400 pounds in a small town, but the farmers come down and the footballers come down and they like us very much and they just keep come to the shop, buying everything. The farmers bring everything, eggs and fruit and everything, lettuce, and take it, sell it, and give us what you want. It was so beautiful. It was very, very friendly.
It was trusting.
Eh?
It was very trusting.
They're very trusting people, yes. And we're working very hard after we building up the business. And then I got pregnant, and I was so sick and so tired the whole 9 months. But I still working. I never stopped 1 minute. When sometime we're running out of plates and things like that, we're washing the plates in the dish. We didn't have even plenty water because the water was from the rainy. And we have to just look after the water.
Oh, in Milanda, how did you build up the business? How you made it work there?
Well, because we was very friendly, and we liked people, and we talked to the people, and we put a few extra things in. We put new fridges, and actually we're working really hard to make the business go up because we just wanted to. And we have cook with the wood. You know, we serve as meal for the footballers, and wherever they go and they come back again. They like it so much. We just...
Where did you learn the cooking, just as you went along?
We have a griller, and we have everything we have to use wood, fire, nothing else. And then we was all right. We make a lot of friends, and people like us, and then we build up the business. And then we got tired. When I actually, after I had my baby in another town, I have to go by myself to the doctor, and with the train, and I have to have the baby without no one, no my husband or anybody with me. And then when I come home, I organized my baby to stay in a house, and I had the pram in the shop. When she was up, I put it in the pram and look after her. And when she was sleeping, I organized her to have the bath and dinner and everything in time. So she used to sleep 4 hours on the busy time. Many times I went up and checked and see if she's right. You understand?
Did you live above the shop?
No. We had the house separate, but 5 yards far away from the shop.
Next door?
Probably next door, but not exactly next door. I have to
It
go
was round the back, wasn't it?
around the back. I have to go and check all the time the baby. You understand? And well, we stay how long? About until she was about 2.
I think I was 3 when I came
No.
to Sydney. Oh.
You was 2.5. But anyway, she was very good, Archie. She was 9 months old. She walked. And I teaching her to go up and down the steps, sit, not try to walk on the steps.